Hey guys, welcome back to channel Football Analytics. Today we're going to be looking into the Premier League. For Wednesday, we got 6 games. Some pretty cool stats to look into. Took a mini vacation, 2 weeks off, but that's better than last time's, guys. So I'm back. We got Southampton against Crystal Palace, the worst team probably in the top 5 leagues. I feel bad for Southampton. They got Hudic as the coach, but nothing improved. Look at that streak. I mean, look, will they reach double digits this year? I think so. They'll get another point. Will it be against Crystal Palace? Who knows, guys? Look at the streak. I think this is history. I read somewhere on Twitter, for the first time a team has won 6 games away without conceding, and that was Crystal Palace in the top flight leagues. Let's see. As I said, football is a funny sport, funny game, and I think Southampton is going to score in this one. I'm going to go with my gut here. It's just the least when we expect Crystal Palace to concede against some bum team, it's going to happen, and I believe Southampton is going to be scoring. The odds are, you know what, 253 for over 1. Get the website that has over 1 bet. It means if they score 1, you get your money back. If they score 2, you win the bet, and I'm going to go with Southampton here. It's just for the simple fact that Crystal Palace has to concede. I bet already against them, didn't happen, and I don't know, I'm going with my gut here, guys. What do you think? What's more likely to happen? Will Leicester score against Man City because they have the crazy streak going on not scoring? Or will Southampton score against the team that doesn't concede, which is Crystal Palace? But if I had to pick one, that would be Southampton because Man City is a much better team than Crystal Palace. So Southampton will score. Derby, Liverpool against Everton. Liverpool are going to be angry and hungry because they lost 2 games in a row, huge ones. They got kicked out of Champions League and they lost the FA Cup final. So what a perfect way to bounce back that will be against Everton, their rival, let's say. It's still a derby. And Everton still hasn't lost under Moyes. Liverpool is going to probably win this game and win the title soon enough. So guys, the odds are too low. Let's see what bookies are giving. That's actually not too bad for Liverpool. 135 if you want to take the Liverpool win. But I'm going to be chasing this game live past the 65th minute. Maybe that's going to be even 17 for this game for the odds to rise to 2. Bournemouth, Ipswich. So first one, I'm liking this stat, guys. It's Bournemouth hasn't won in a while. Look at the league. It's been how many games in a row now? 4 in a row that Bournemouth hasn't won. They're a pretty solid team at home. Well, they were. Look at this streak, 4 losses out of the last 5 games, but before that they were pretty good. They were pretty dominant at home. They started off the year quite well. They won 3 in a row, and then it's just been downhill from there. 4 out of the last 5 were losses, and now it's the perfect opportunity to beat a team that's basically relegated. So it looks like Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton are going back to the championship, but the gap is too big, 9 points. Ipswich concedes a lot. But they did score against Nottingham, I remember. That was my last video. What was it? 2-4. Sorry that they beat Nottingham. The odds were great, guys. We had Nottingham to score, and I even suggested to win. That game went through. Bookies were giving us great odds the last 2 weeks before the international break. So my thinking behind this bet is simple, guys. Bournemouth is still a solid team. They're still fighting for the European Cups. They're only 3 points away from Newcastle, even though Newcastle have a game in hand because they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. But there is still that possibility. And look, and they are still like one of the only teams that hasn't been performing well at the top of the table, the mid to top table. Look at that. Look at the streak. No other team has this. So it's the perfect opportunity to beat Ipswich that concedes a lot. So odds are really low. I would suggest to go with this game live because Bournemouth is going to be scoring at least 1 goal. Over 1.5 is also not a bad bet on Nottingham. It's at 140, but of course we want the odds higher. We're trying to get them closer to 2. So I would be taking Bournemouth live past the 65th minute. The odds should be closer to 2. So they are going to be scoring against Ipswich. Let's move on. Brighton, Aston Villa. Kind of a dumb game because both of those teams are doing really well, especially Aston Villa away. Look at their streak, 4 in a row. Finally, they started winning. That's a club friendly, by the way, but they won 3 in a row away. Brighton's been doing amazing at home. Last game that they didn't score. Honestly, I would leave this game out. Do Aston Villa play? Wait, when is the Champions League? Hold on, let me check. Is it in 2 weeks, or could they rest some start? No. They still have Nottingham to play for. That's a tough schedule for them, for Aston Villa. PSG and Nottingham and Brighton. Look, I would lean towards taking Brighton here because of how well they performed at home, and also Aston Villa has to lose away one game, but. Also, look, they only conceded 1 goal in the last 4. I think Brighton is going to score, especially that they haven't scored in Nottingham in fully 90 minutes. But let's check the odds. They're going to be pretty low. Brighton to win is at 205. Don't go for the outcomes of the games. Go only for goals. Let's see the team goals on Brighton. So it's at 116, really low. So I would suggest for you also to wait for this game or not take it at all. So I'll skip this game and see how it plays out. So Man City, Leicester, crazy streak. Here it is, guys. This is the streak I've been chasing for a while now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games that Leicester hasn't scored. I think it's the same away. Look at that. Yeah, they only scored against Man United, which was a FA Cup, but Van Nistelrooy hasn't been cooking, guys. So this could be a fun game though, because when you least expect them to score, they will score. Look, Man City, they have some injuries. Haaland just got injured up front, but Man City, this game is too valuable for them. They only won 2 in the last 5, and they absolutely need to get into the Champions League next year. So they have to win this. Let's check their schedule coming up. So Man City you got Man United, Crystal Palace, Everton. Those are not simple games. Nottingham, Aston Villa. Yeah, this might be the easiest game that they have left. Also the Southampton. So they need to get the 3 points. And this is a tip you gotta take live for Man City to score, because bookies, what are bookies giving us for Man City? 120. Yeah, that's not good enough unless you're throwing it into an accumulator. Let's check the over 1.5 market on Man City. Let's see. Man City, where is it at? 122, same as the win. But they may win 1-0, so yeah. I want to take the over 1.5 market. That's another game to wait live, guys. And if you want to lean towards taking Leicester, as I said, this is a funny game. Bookies, even on the other website that I was given before that has the over 1 bet option, they don't have the over 1 bet specifically. They block that line, so you can either take only over 0.5 or over 1.5, which I wouldn't do. But Leicester, who knows? 5 in a row. Can they score against Man City? Sure. Let's check it out. Even though Man City blanked them, yeah. We need something like this. This would be beautiful. But yeah, take Man City live again. Another game to look into is Newcastle against Brentford, and there's another streak happening, and that's Brentford not losing any points in 2025 away. They won every single game, but they will be dropping points against Newcastle. Newcastle, as I said, just won the FA Cup. They got to gain some points on Chelsea, Man City, and I guess these are going to be the 3 teams, maybe 4 with Brighton fighting for the 5th spot. And what are the bookies giving us here? I do believe that Newcastle is not going to be losing this game. Can it end 0-0? Sure, it's football, but 173 right now. That's not too bad from the bookies. I think Newcastle are going to grab points in this game. So let's see. Look at the previous 3 games that these teams have played. It's been BTTS. Newcastle live. Past the 65th minute, guys, so go with that. So to recap, guys, Liverpool to score, the underdog to score has Southampton. Then here we have Newcastle to score live, Man City, the game is valuable for them, they're also going to score. I'm not taking this game, but I think Brighton will score, and then Bournemouth. So I'm basically going with all the home teams to score in the Premier League, which is not great because there's obviously going to be 1 or 2 games at home teams that are not going to be scoring. So pick the games wisely and take them as single games and wait for the odds to go up to 2. So yeah, guys, that's all I have. Just wanted to make this video to talk about the Premier League a bit, but the odds are not great or anything. We're going to be waiting for the weekend games and see what we have there. So good luck if you're going to be taking any of those games, and let me know if there's some interesting games that I missed out on and some really good odds over 2, of course. So guys, see you in the next video. Adios.